Hello, this is Craig Clafter. I'm speaking to you today from the Prim Library at Sierra Nevada College in the state of Nevada. I've created this channel to help international students make well-informed decisions in choosing to study abroad. I hope you find this video useful.
This video is about how to determine where to apply. The answer comes down to criteria, and I will be discussing some of the most common criteria used by international students to assess institutions of higher education. I will be discussing academics, reputation, employability, cost, geography, facilities, and safety. Institutions of higher education collectively offer a wide range of degrees, but individually offer a limited number. You need to identify institutions to apply to that offer the degree you are seeking. The most common undergraduate degrees include Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. The most common graduate degrees include Master of Arts, Master of Science, and Doctor of Philosophy. The most common professional graduate degrees include Master of Business Administration, Juris Doctor, Doctor of Medicine, and Doctor of Dental Surgery. However, there are many more degrees at all levels available. Academic degrees are normally paired with a major or concentration for undergraduate study or a field for graduate study. For example, a Bachelor of Arts in History and a Master of Science in Physics. To earn an American bachelor's degree, both a liberal arts education and a major or concentration must be completed. Some students complete 2 or 3 majors, or a major and a minor, which requires fewer courses than a major. There are also joint degree programs, including dual bachelor degree programs. For example, pursuing a BA in philosophy and a BS in physics at the same time. Joint undergraduate and graduate degree programs. For example, pursuing a bachelor's and master's of accountancy at the same time, usually over 5 years. Joint academic and professional graduate degree programs. For example, a PhD in biology combined with an MD. And joint professional degree programs. For example, an MD and an MBA. It is important to find an institution that offers the degree, major, concentration or field, minor, and perhaps joint degree program in which you are interested. Applying for a PhD program requires a special approach. The top priority should be to find a supervisor, a person who has the expertise in the field you wish to pursue. Research potential supervisors and write them to introduce yourself. Ask if they would be interested in and available to supervise you should you be admitted. You will also need to find facilities or materials. For research on nuclear fission, for example, you will need access to a nuclear accelerator. For research on history, you will need access to manuscript collections. Look into what is available. Most research universities and institutes of technology fully fund better PhD candidates. Typically, the funding covers tuition, fees, and living expenses for up to 5 years. If you are not offered full funding, you should reconsider pursuing the degree. Allow me to present a few examples to show why knowing what degrees and programs an institution offers is so important. Babson College in Wellesley, Massachusetts looks in many respects like a typical liberal arts college. However, it focuses exclusively on business education and offers only Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, and Master of Business Administration degrees. The Webb Institute is a private undergraduate engineering college in Glen Cove, New York. One would expect it to offer multiple undergraduate degrees and majors, but it offers only one degree in a double major, a Bachelor of Science in Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering. Successful candidates for admission receive full tuition scholarships for 4 years. The Webb Institute boasts that 100% of its graduates find full-time employment within 6 months, and naval architecture is one of the highest paid professions. The Rockefeller University is a prestigious private graduate university in New York City. As a university, one would expect it to offer instruction in a wide range of subjects. However, it focuses exclusively on the biological and medical sciences and provides only doctoral and postdoctoral education. To determine the reputations of research universities and institutes of technology, consult international rankings, including Academic Ranking of World Universities, the Times Higher Ranking, and QS University Ranking. To determine the reputation of a wide range of American institutions of higher education, consult American rankings such as US News, the Princeton Review, and Niche. To determine the reputation of professional programs, consult programmatic rankings such as for business schools, Forbes, The Economist, and Financial Times. For law schools, US News and Public Law. And for medical schools, US News. Many international students choose institutions of higher education based on word of mouth. This is not ideal. Choosing where to pursue higher education is the first major decision of a person's life, and it should be the result of a deliberative process. Think about what you want from an institution of higher education and consider institutions based on your desires. Your parents may have a preference that varies from yours, but a logical decision based on solid evidence will serve you better than a suggestion from an acquaintance or friend. Employability concerns the ability of graduates to secure a job. The U.S. Department of Education requires institutions of higher education to publish employment statistics for their graduates. Employment statistics are published institution-wide and by degree program. They typically indicate the percentage of graduates who have found employment or are going on to pursue graduate and professional degrees within 6 months of graduation. You can find this information by searching student outcomes from an institution's career services homepage. For example, the University of Miami reports that 86% of its 2019 bachelor's graduates secured postgraduate plans within 6 months of graduating. Plans are defined as, 58% found full-time employment, 34% entered graduate school, 7% found part-time work, and 1% did something else, joined the military or took up a full-time volunteer position. The median salary of graduates is also reported as having been $55,000. The cost of pursuing higher education is a significant criteria in choosing where to pursue your education. The U.S. Department of Education requires institutions of higher education to publish the total cost of attending the institution for each program offered. The total cost of attendance includes tuition, fees, room, board, books, personal expenses, and transportation. Sometimes institutions of higher education make it difficult to find these costs, but they are legally obligated to make them available. If you cannot find them, ask. For example, Seattle University in the state of Washington lists the total cost of attendance as an undergraduate student at $65,970, except if the student is living at home or with relatives, in which case they estimate it to be $57,240. These costs are per year. The geography of an institution of higher education concerns its climate and location, the people in its community, the availability of ethnic food, different cultures and religious institutions, and the ease of travel to it. The United States has 26 climate types, ranging from rainforest to ice cap. It has institutions of higher education in most climate types. In the United States, the denser the population, the greater the likelihood of finding a diversity of people, foods, cultures, and religious institutions. There are 4 types of developed environments: urban, suburban, exurban, and rural, and there are American institutions in every environment. The religious composition of the United States is diverse. This map shows the distribution of non-Christian religions. This map shows the different Christian denominations. International gateway airports are airports that have direct flights connecting it to multiple continents. Attending an institution near such an airport makes travel to and from it easier. American institutions of higher education come in different sizes. Larger institutions offer more degree programs, courses, and facilities. However, they can be bureaucratic, impersonal, and have inaccessible faculty. Smaller institutions offer fewer degree programs, courses, and facilities. However, they tend to be accommodating, supportive, and have accessible faculty. Public research universities and institutes of technology have enrollments generally between 25,000 and 65,000 students. Private nonprofit research universities and institutes of technology range between 5,000 and 35,000 students. Comprehensive universities range between 10,000 and 71,000 students, and colleges, military academies, and seminaries range between 200 and 5,000 students. American institutions of higher education offer a variety of facilities. There are athletic facilities, often including swimming pools, weight rooms, climbing walls, and even some institutions have ski areas. Cultural facilities are often included. These include theaters, cinemas, and art galleries. Nearly all institutions of higher education offer student housing, called dormitories, which contain options including single rooms, double rooms, triple rooms, and apartments, all at different prices. Students may also be able to live off campus in a range of accommodation and prices, modest apartments to luxury apartments. Studying and living in a safe environment should be important to any student. The Clery Act of 1990 is a U.S. law that requires institutions of higher education to be transparent about campus crime. Institutions are required to report on crimes that occur on the campus or in the area of the institution. The U.S. Department of Education maintains a website where the crime statistics for any American institution of higher education can be found. The U.S. Department of Education Campus Safety and Security website provides data on a single institution and the ability to compare data from multiple institutions, generate trend data, and even download data. If you found this video useful, please indicate that you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.